Okay, so picture this for a sec. You're heading down to the beach, maybe Breezy Beach. The sun's warm. You can hear the waves. Pretty nice. You spread out your towel. Maybe it's that old faded one or maybe a bright new one. You're settling in, ready to relax. And then, well, then your towel starts talking. And not just like muttering. It starts telling these incredible stories that kind of shimmer and come alive right there on the sand. Imagine that. What if the most, I don't know, ordinary thing in your beach bag suddenly became the key to these amazing adventures? Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're unfolding the tail-spinning towel. Now on the surface, yeah, it's a really sweet story about a magical beach towel. But when you look a bit closer, peel back those layers, you find some really profound ideas about where genuine magic and real adventure actually come from. It's a story that definitely got us thinking about, what we consider wonder.
And our source for this deep dive is a fantastic excerpt from this story. It introduces us to Ellie the elephant calf and, well, her very, very unique towel. And our mission today isn't just to recap the plot. It's really to unpack how this narrative uses Ellie and the towel to show the power of imagination, creativity, and maybe most importantly, the active part you play in making life feel extraordinary. We're going to pull out some maybe surprising insights hidden in there. It's amazing how much a simple story can say.
Yeah, absolutely. So get ready to maybe rethink what sparks real wonder. Because this deep dive, it's really all about how you, listening right now, hold this huge storytelling power inside you, maybe more than you realize. Let's see what this towel has to show us. So the story kicks off with this perfect beach scene, Breezy Beach. Everyone's got their spot, their towel. Standard beach day, right?
Yeah.
But then there's Ellie, this little elephant calf, and her towel is definitely not standard. She spreads it out, and it doesn't just lie flat. It actually, yawns this deep sigh and says, finally some fresh air.
Right.
And Ellie, she's stunned, obviously. She asks, you talk. And the towel just jumps right in, no hesitation. Once, I sailed across the 7 seas on the back of a giant turtle.
Yeah. It's quite the entrance. And what's striking immediately is how the magic is presented as purely external, right? The towel isn't just talking, it is the source of the wonder. It's the storyteller, the adventurer. It's got these grand tales. It immediately sets up this expectation for Ellie and for us that the magic, the cool stuff, it comes from this object.
Yeah, it's separate from them.
Exactly. It's like magic delivered right to you. On a towel, no less. A classic way to start a fantasy tale, really.
And oh boy, does it deliver on that promise.
Yeah.
It's not just one story. Towel keeps going, tales of surfing with dolphins made of starlight, finding treasure chests full of bubblegum, even fighting a giant wave that looked like a dragon.
Wow.
But here's the really cool part. As it tells these stories, the kids who gather around, they can see them. Like shimmering mirages popping up from the sand. They see the dolphins leaping, the dragon breathing fire, shell castles glowing. It's not just listening. It's like this immersive visual experience created by the towel. How amazing is that?
That's a key point. It's vivid, almost holographic. The towel isn't just narrating, it's like conjuring these images. It's a really strong visual for what you might call passive entertainment.
Right.
The idea that something magical outside of you provides everything, the wonder, the adventure, the stimulation. It's effortless for the audience.
Yeah, you just sit back and receive it.
Exactly. And the kids, they are totally hooked. Every day, they're gathered around Ellie's towel, just waiting for the next big story. They're completely absorbed. They're not just listeners. They're like devoted fans, soaking up the magic the towel provides.
But then, after all these incredible ready-made adventures, the story does something really interesting. It shifts. One afternoon, the towel just pauses, stops mid-story. Not for drama, but it lets out this sort of wistful sigh. And then it says something, well, pretty deep. I have told many tall tales, my friends, but the very best stories are the ones you make yourselves.
Boom. There it is.
Right. Wow. I mean, think about that. This towel, has been the absolute star, the source of all the magic. And now it's basically saying, okay, your turn. It's almost like it's stepping back from the spotlight. What's happening then?
That is absolutely the crux of it, isn't it? The pivotal moment where the story's deeper message starts to come through. The towel, which we saw as the sole source of magic, it actively pushes for a change. It's suggesting a move from just receiving stories to actually creating them.
Yeah.
It's not dismissing its own stories, not at all. It's saying, those were great, but what you can create, that's even better. It's suggesting that the real power, the real magic, maybe isn't in the object, but inside the kids themselves, inside us.
It challenges that passive role.
It really does. What happens in the magic item tells you you're the magician. It's a bit radical, actually.
And the kid's reaction is just Perfect. They don't pause. They don't seem confused. They just look at each other.
Mm.
And then, bam, they dive right in. They start making their own towel stories. Yeah. Building sandcastle kingdoms, making up elaborate treasure hunts with shells, designing these wild seaweed costumes. It's not about listening to the towel anymore. It's about the towel having sparked something in them.
Exactly.
They've gone from listening to doing, designing, collaborating. The beach itself transforms, doesn't it? It becomes their stage.
It absolutely does. And that transition from the external spectacle to that internal spark, that's where the story really delivers its payload, I think. The towel's magic doesn't vanish. It just changes its form. It becomes a catalyst.
A catalyst, yeah, good word.
It's sort of beaming with pride as the kids take over, almost whispering, "See, imagination, that's the real adventure." It confirms the core message. Real magic isn't just watched. It's made. It's created, actively, joyfully. And the ordinary beach, which was just a setting for the towel stories, is now this infinite playground for their own creativity. It's beautiful, really.
And what I find really smart is that the towel doesn't just shut up completely. The excerpt says, from then on, the towel still told its tall tales, but it always left space for the kids to finish the story themselves.
Mm-hmm. That's crucial.
So it's not an either thing. It's like integration,
Yeah.
inspiration, and participation working together.
Yes, exactly. Co-creation.
The towel still provides maybe a starting point, a spark.
Yeah.
But now the kids have the agency, the power to shape it, finish it, make it their own. It's like a dance between them.
That nuance shift is, I think, incredibly profound when you step back and look at it. It moves away from just fixed entertainment delivered to you towards something open-ended, participatory. Interactive, yeah. The towel's magic is now about enabling and empowering the kids, not just performing for them. It respects the power of existing stories, but also champions the need for personal input, for adding your own voice. It really drives home this idea that creativity isn't some rare thing only storytellers have.
Right.
It's inside everyone. It just needs, a little nudge, a bit of space, an invitation to come out and play and transform things. It's dynamic.
Okay, so let's try and bring this together then. We've kind of followed this journey with Ellie's towel. First, it was this dazzling source of magic, spinning these amazing stories, pulling everyone in with its visible mirages, pure spectacle.
A pure spectacle, yes.
But then came that crucial turn. The towel itself nudges the kids, and, by extension, it nudges us to see that the really potent magic, the best adventures, they don't come from a thing. They spring from inside us, from our own imagination.
That internal wellspring.
The spark, that's what makes moments truly come alive.
And this story, even though it's presented so whimsically, it really highlights some key takeaways for us, I think. First, storytelling isn't just for the pros. It sparks imagination in everybody. It's a basic human thing.
Yeah, we all do it.
Second, everyone can add something valuable to make a moment or a story feel special. Your perspective matters, and maybe the biggest one. The real magic often isn't in the object itself. It's in the ideas you bring to life, the imagination you invest.
It's shifting from being just a receiver
to being a creator, an active participant.
Exactly. So the core lesson woven all through this, the thing that really sticks is the best tales don't just come from magical towels. They come from you. Just add imagination, and any normal moment can become something pretty extraordinary. It's about your agency, your power to create.
And thinking about the bigger picture here, it leads to a really interesting question for you, for everyone listening. What ordinary moments or, everyday objects in your life, what could they become if you looked at them like the kids on Breezy Beach looked at their surroundings? Could your commute be a quest? Could washing dishes be like battling sea monsters? Okay, maybe that's a stretch. But seriously, how can you consciously leave space, like the towel did, for your own stories to bubble up? How can you turn the mundane into something magnificent just through your own creativity? It's just a reminder, really, that the world is kind of waiting for your unique touch, your internal magic, to make things special, truly yours.
It's about participating in wonder, not just waiting for it.
Precisely.
Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the truly enchanting world of the tail-spinning towel.
Yeah.
We really hope you carry some of its magic and that idea that the real magic is inside you out into your own adventures today. Until next time.